Hi, it's the Zen Witch here for a quick reading of today's full moon, Gemini Sagittarius full moon on December 12th. And first thing, I'm going to offer you a smudge. So you just get to see my messy desk where I've been making sigils, but just to offer a smudge, okay? It's holiday time. Everybody's stressed. Everybody's maxed out. So there's a smudge for you. Let's make this go away and let's bring up the chart itself, okay? So let me minimize myself a little bit so you can see more of the chart. There we go. All right, so what you're looking at is called a beginner's page in my software. Over here, we've got, actually over here, we've got a little box down at the bottom right, which does a breakdown and kind of a scorecard of the elements and the modes. So that gives us an overall view of the chart signature of this full moon. I will tell you this chart is set for the time of the full moon on in the Eastern time zone. So Eastern Standard Time, which is where this one is occurring at 12:12 on 12:12. So it's actually 12 minutes into tomorrow is when this full moon is occurring. So tonight, tonight's the full moon. So down here in the bottom, the chart signature for this full moon is Virgo. That makes people a little more worried, a little more critical, a little more fussy, a little more analytical about things. Okay, so again, this is the overall weather report. To find out where this full moon would be hitting you personally, you need to have your natal chart to see where it's posited, what planets it's connecting with, what houses they rule, etc. So we're taking this all by itself, all right? Notice that this full moon, sun is down here in Sagittarius, moon is up here in Gemini. It's within 1 degree of the midheaven. What that does is the moon riding the midheaven here brings things into public view. So it just says, first of all, moon in Gemini intellectualizes the emotions, talks about the emotions. They process emotion by talking about it and intellectualizing it. All right, so a tendency will be to be verbal about what's going on emotionally. And that will be in the public eye. People will be more forthcoming. So you might hear people seriously bitching about what's going on in their lives, what's going on in our collective life, all of that. Down at the other end here, the sun conjuncting the fourth house cusp is the fourth house is the house of your internal landscape, your internal climate, your home. So the physical home front. It says it's a good time to stay home, to express yourself creatively, to be who you are in your home. And I will second that, because this is the time of year where people who don't normally go out and have cocktails are going out and having cocktails. People that don't normally go shopping all the time are out going shopping. Now, at the actual time of the full moon, which is 12 minutes past midnight on the East Coast, 9:12 on the West Coast, 10:12 Mountain Time, 11:12 Central Time. All right, you and the rest of the world can figure it out for yourselves. But people are going to be out and about and doing, this is where the shopping panic happens. People are out and going and, rushing through things and feeling pressured. So with a Sag Gemini full moon, and this happens every, whether it happens in November or December, it's when the sun is in Sagittarius that we get this particular full moon. Sagittarius is generosity, it's giving, it's gift giving. It's, literally Santa Claus is ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarius. So and also Gemini rules car travel. So this is where people can have a particular head of steam about, I got to drive there and get there, and, with an emotional impetus behind it, because it's the sun moon. Full moons are sun moon opposition, and that sets up a conflict between what we need emotionally and what we want to express. All right. So it's like, I got to go do this and I need this. And, and people's need is going to be to get things done, you know, go out and buy those presents, drive around, get it all done. And the people that work during the day are going to be all out doing that in the evening hours as we're coming up to the culmination of this full moon. So I would say it's a stellar, haha, see what I did there? It's a stellar night to stay the fuck home. All right? Stay home. Don't put your stress and rushing energy into that other mix of the people that are unaware of what's going on. It's a Wednesday night, so, you know, if you want to party, do people have parties on Wednesday nights? I don't know, but have people over to your house. That would be great. So I could see everybody calling all their friends and saying, come to my house. No, you come to my house. Anyway, the setup here, and, you know, this full moon also talks about, you know, people out conversing with each other, having fun, partying. Jupiter and Sagittarius are fun times. Moon in Gemini is, I'm going to, you know, put it out there emotionally, whatever I'm feeling, I'm talking about. So you can imagine people going out and having cocktails, and by the end of the evening getting kind of deep in their cups and weepy about stuff. So anyway, the main thing is this energy of rush, and I got to get it done, and I'm going to get in the car and, you know, get there fast. So make it a meditation practice to follow the speed limit. Like, follow it, man, because the cops are also out there looking for everybody that's rushing around in this time of year. Take it easy. Don't put yourself or anybody else at risk, okay? Take it easy if you're consuming alcohol, because Sun in Sagittarius makes for things that can go overboard. And we all go overboard in this season. That's the Sun in Sag, fun overboard, okay? So rein in your fun. Make it responsible fun. Don't fucking drive if you've been drinking. Did I say that loudly and intensely enough? I hope so. Just don't do it, y'all. This is one of the things that my lawyer friend taught me. When you're having trouble deciding what to do, imagine that anything you do is going to be the wrong thing, and then decide which mistake you'd rather make. Would you rather make the mistake of not driving when you might have been okay, or make the mistake of driving and getting pulled over and, you know, hit with a DUI? So again, care, restraint, speed limits, drink limits, all of these things. And, you know, we're talking about one night of the full moon here. So just take it easy tonight. Don't put yourself at risk, all right? You can sit with your family and talk about how you're all feeling. Share the stress. Support each other. Talk about that. That's a good Moon in Gemini thing. Have a little home party for you and your family. Raise a toast. Talk about how you're feeling. Plan your holidays to be beautiful things that are full of meaning rather than full of stuff and booze and food. Okay, that might be a really good way to do it. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say here. That Jupiter that rules the sun is in Capricorn, so that gives us a modicum of restraint, whether it's financial restraint or just I'm not in the mood or whatever. That Jupiter in Capricorn does pull back on the reins a little bit, so it might be easier to exercise restraint than otherwise it would. Mercury that rules the moon is also in Sagittarius. No help there. Okay. I just realized I clicked the record button. So that means people are going to be particularly blunt about what they're feeling as they're expressing that moon in Gemini. So, you know, put on your thick skin and let people say what they need to say without getting prickly about it. All right. With that Virgo overlay of the chart signature, might be difficult to keep from getting prickly, but just don't take things personally. You know, that's one thing a Gemini moon is really good about. You don't take things personally. Okay. So, there it is, little nutshell of the full moon. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I have started now. I'm going to drop 2 unboxing videos every week, one on a Monday, one on a Friday. I think the Mondays are going to be Tarot and the Fridays Oracle. I'm not sure if it'll shake out that way, but that's what I'm doing. Please like and subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Also know that I offer gift certificates for the holidays. You can comment and ask me a question about that, or you can DM me at Luna space Zenwitch, all one word, on Facebook, or you can email me at lunazenwitch@gmail.com. Happy holidays, everybody. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you next time. Blessed be.